aware.
Yeah.
So many times we've seen players kind of utilize the wall running, especially on this map, to kind of get behind enemy lines. And now as we move into the ban and protects here, expect to maybe see Blast Suppressor or Afterburner targeted here.
Wouldn't be too surprised. Killa again in charge of banning out that rapid fire. Clayster wondering where he will go. Heatwave off the board now from FaZe.
So maybe targeting Diabolic there, but we've seen Heatwave come up clutch time and time again and search and destroy, especially when you get down to, you know, that kind of 1v1 situation. Heatwave definitely one of the better specialists you could have in that specific scenario. Overclock will get targeted here by Chino. Now it's going to be Zuma's turn. Maybe we start to see them target the tacticals as we move on in ban and protects.
Wouldn't be too surprised. I mean, definitely a very popular pick. Waiting for Zuma to go with his draft, and it's going to be the smoke ban, which is something, you know, you mentioned, especially in the hard point. In S&D, can be used very well near bottom kitchen. You throw it in that hallway. It completely blocks any push from the opposing team. Can also let you get kind of a sneak plant down, as it gives you just enough duration to plant that bomb. In competitive Call of Duty, 5-second plant time, 7.5-second defuse time. Attach and Sender now up for their respective teams. Teams taking their sweet time in this ban and protect phase.
So flashbangs will get banned out. High caliber still in play. Concussions will get protected. So that's something that's going to change up the pace in the game. Now, when we talk about what third perks you're going to use, where do we go from here? Do you try to do maybe like Blast Suppressor Attack Mask, Dead Silence Attack Mask? Do you just say, screw it, I'm going to call your bluff. I'm not worried if I get stunned out here. I'm just going to be running Dead Silence Blast Suppressor.
If I'm making an executed push, let's say, towards top glass, I'm going with no Dead Silence. I'm just going Attack Mask, and I'm forcing. It's kind of like a B Street push on Infection S&D. But, you know, hey, if I want to make a play for middle map, I want to try to catch my opponents off guard, then I kind of like Dead Silence a little bit more. You wait out some of the tacticals to be used, then you make a play in ban and protect phase. Nothing too crazy. Really, the most standout one was that protect on the concussion.
I kind of feel like if you're on the defensive end of things, you kind of need Dead Silence and Blast Suppressor, because if you're trying to fight for a retake of a bomb site, you can't give up any information on just based on sound. You know, whereas if you're on the offensive side of things, yeah, you know, you can kind of do something like an all-in push where you won't maybe need Blast Suppressor or Dead Silence, but Kinetic Armor makes it through here. It's going to be Attach and Sender, both picking it up. Nice to see DT starting to use Kinetic Armor a bit more.
Yeah, they definitely kind of realize, hey, this is
it's
a pretty darn good specialist. Let's make sure we have that in our arsenal. Glitch from Diabolic and Enable. We've seen Glitch more and more as of late. FaZe, we saw the big play Clayster made last week against Envy.
Dude, how come every week I see you making another big play with Glitch?
It's such a flashy specialist, right? And I have honestly, now I've used it so often that maybe 1 out of every 10 times I use it, I'm surprised at where I am. Like, I go to Glitch and I'm like, oh, I'm going to land right here, and then I'm 20 feet behind that, and I go, okay, I'm not even remotely close to seeing the guy. But for the most part now, and you've seen this more and more from pro players, even Clayster when facing Aches, he glitches, he knows kind of where he'll be, and immediately recognizes the situation, gets the kill he needs to. Glitch can be fantastic, especially in those one-on-one, one-on-two scenarios. We saw what Goonjar can do with it. You know, you plant the bomb, right as you're done planting, they spot you, they go to kill you, you glitch out. It's like a cat with 9 lives. You just somehow stay alive.
There's so many different ways you could use that specialist. You could be kind of live bait with it.
Yep.
You kind of push forward, soak up some bullets, glitch back, allow your teammate to trade the kill. You could use it in a clutch situation, you know, planting the bomb. We see it used on Breach a lot, especially over near that A bomb site. That's so exposed. You hit that bomb down, and you're like, I don't feel safe anymore. I'm just going to glitch back. Tell me about, like, how are you able to predict kind of like your past where you're going to glitch back to?
It's just, you kind of get a feel for it. It's one of those where it's still got that random element. So you just kind of know, all right, from using it so often, if I move from this point to this, I should be where I want. We saw actually a clip from, I believe it was Karma's stream this past week. Karma and Formal were testing it out in Uplink.
Oh, I saw that.
Where basically they had Formal, let's say you have full control of your opponent's base, right? And the guy is still running up with the drone. It's going to take him a little while. Well, you have your glitch player double jump through their portal, move away from it, then you pass the drone to the guy, he glitches back into the portal, you get the easy dunk in. It's small things like that I think players will begin to experiment with more and more, especially when overclock is available. Now, I wanted to bring this up with you, Revin, because overclock not available in this S&D. Afterburner is still up.
Yeah.
Nades are still available, too. I feel like on defense right now, you need to be rocking double nades, where on offense, you got to make the decision to either go with Flak Jacket or Afterburner to try to use some of those crazy wall runs to get an advantageous position.
That's very true, and just like we were having that discussion about the third perk, the first perk is very interesting as well, and that's why I think kind of when we move into Stage 1 playoffs, I think players are kind of saving those perk 1 greed bands, perk 3 greed bands for the LAN qualifier. They might be practicing kind of in their unofficial matches with those not being allowed in the game.
Yeah, I think the big site to watch out for in this one gonna be that B-bomb site inside bottom kitchen. It's one that is so heavily contested. The outer wall run can be so lethal if you catch your opponents off guard. We have loaded into it, though. Game number 2, FaZe up 1-0 in the best of 5. We'll have to see if DT can bounce back.
All right, so Killa decided to use just one first perk and just one third perk. Let's take a look at the rest of his team. Okay. As, well, 2 of his teammates are already dead. Definitely not the start you wanted for DT. No. Killa will be able to trade 1 kill out, but
Chino's going to die here, too. This is a really awkward position for Chino. 2 players from FaZe should begin to challenge. They've got Zuma, who gets the kill in middle map, and just like that, it's Chino left to the 1-on-3. There he goes. FaZe, solid round win. 2 kills from Zuma, and I mentioned, middle map control. How do you wind up wanting to play around it? Well, FaZe send 3 players right on through. They get the kills they need, and then they just track back to their base to kill the overextending Chino. Solid round 1 from FaZe Clan.
Right, you kind of have, a good 15-20 seconds to play around your middle map before you have to worry about the offense pushing far enough forward that they're going to be contending for position near your base. So FaZe kind of recognizing that timing, they're able to exploit it. They find 2 early kills, and then from there, they just work the man advantage. But it looks like it's going to be an A-bomb site hit here from FaZe. It's attached with the sniper rifle. There's a player over near top class. It looks like he might have spotted his toes as that player is forced to retreat.
Just quickly check Twitter. So many people sending us pictures of them watching from the live event viewer. That is absolutely great to see, guys. Hope you're all enjoying that one. Call of Duty Esports always continually improving. Gotta love the support we've seen from the developers. But it's Attach who's just trying to stay alive, and you can see Clayster played all the way in the back of the base, waited for Diabolic to move on through. Great bait and switch from FaZe there.
If you're in Clayster's position right there, you got to be so paranoid, man. You don't know if they're going to be wall running all the way around. You don't know exactly where they're going to be coming from. So being able to spot that player flanking early on and taking him out,
oh my God,
going to be so comfortable. Attach could have died like 5 different times in this round, but somehow he's been able to stay alive.
It's the trust he has in his teammates. He doesn't even try to shoot him. He just immediately backs up, gets away. Now he'll spot someone bottom hard point. There's the kill, and just like that, again, it's Sender's a 1v3. Dead. This time it's Sender in that awkward position.
Yeah, Zuma was coming around the flank, and anytime you're playing against Zuma, it's almost kind of worth just kind of playing backwards when you're fighting against Zuma, because he's going to be coming around that flank sooner or later, so you might as well just kind of be prepared for it.
Just walk backwards?
Yeah, because he's going to be coming behind you, so if you're like, you already turn around kind of expecting it, maybe then he doesn't flank.
Hey, there you go. Revan dropping the strategy on stream. Just have your character walk backwards at all times when you expect yourself to have to push an area. Already it's FaZe up 2-0 DT. They got slapped around in the hard point right now in the S&D. It's FaZe just out-trading them and out-positioning themselves. There's a 2-man split on either bomb site for FaZe. This is the best opportunity DT have had so far in a round.
Sender just got spotted. First blood coming in from Enable as Diabolic falls very early on in the round. And DT, when it comes to getting first bloods, man, they're having some trouble here. Killa, he's got a stun grenade to use, but he's going to be able to outgun Enable. So the trade does come in a little bit later in the round, but coming around the flank, man, guess who it is?
Tommy Papa. He's coming around the flank. It's going to take him a little while. You can see Clayster gets 2. Now it's Zuma spots a 3rd player and another 1v3. This time Chino picks up 1 kill. He's going to continue to push into the FaZe base, but as I say that, oh God, he turns and burns.
On
Zuma. It's a 1v1. Not going to happen though. Okay, whoa. Let's talk for a second. Let's talk, because that was not a yup deezy.
How is that not a yup deezy?
Do not use that incorrectly, Revan.
How is that not a, he went up, he turned around, and he DZ'd on him.
No. He was already facing in his general direction, and DZ'd on is not a word. You're offending me right now, as well as the rest of the courageous out there in the world who know how to use that word. Yup, DZ is when you put shots in the guy, he turns and doesn't miss a single bullet and shoots you and gets the kill. All right? I'm going to teach you. I'm having to teach Maven. You're both
we need a Yup DZ seminar.
We really do. I can make a video and post it if people really want to know what it is. We're watching Clayster sitting in the back of the map. There's no one remotely near him. As who's this hitting the bottom in a wall run? Attach get at the best position. Look, he tries to scope with a random snipe shot. Beautiful 2-piece from Attach. Somehow stays.
Do it.
Okay, thank God the player ran away. I thought I was going to have a heart attack on stream. And guess what? It's round 4. It's the 4th 1v3. It's Gino for the 3rd time this game where he's got to make a miraculous play happen.
You know, like I was saying, when playing for those trades, man, DT, they've not been doing a great